Welcome, beautiful souls. Today I want to talk about what are some of the things that play out for the feminine, the divine feminine I'm talking here, prior to or leading up to the big union moment. Now, union's not a moment, just so we're clear. It feels like it. You'll feel it coming towards you. Even if you've been completely incognito with your twin in the physical, you will know energetically what's going on. So I want to talk to this because I think it will help a lot of people wonder what the heck's going on, because the energy at the moment is huge. I'm not one that plays into energy readings and into the energetics. I never have through this whole journey. I've done many other things, but listening to energy readings hasn't really floated my boat, to be fair. But the energies are massive, and if I'm saying it, they're huge. Take with what you want with that, but they are massive at the moment. There is something significant going on at the moment on this planet, and it's crazy. And I can feel it. These masculines are coming in different energy. They're more vocal, and even ones that are fairly new, awakened on this journey. The masculines are way more vocal in what they're saying. They're dropping little, like, they're dropping things, and I don't really want to disclose what some of them, because it's fed through the people that I work with. But these masculines know stuff at a soul level, but they unconsciously drop it in. And I don't really want to, I need to protect my those beautiful souls that I work with energy. But let me tell you, the masculines that are like where they're awakened in the last year or two, these masculines are like just verbally diarrheaing all over the place. Sounds terrible, and they don't even know what they're saying at a conscious level. And this is probably the biggest message I want to get in here, is what they say and you go, huh? That's your soul going, huh, I resonate, okay? Then what happens is the ego gets in and then tries to dissect it. Stop the dissection and just go, okay, I resonate. I resonate. So when your soul resonates when you have that, I know what you're saying, but then unfortunately the fear-based energy kicks in, the mind kicks in. Just reverse the fear-based energy in the mind and come back to the aha moment. But anyway, off topic slightly, but the energies are massive at the moment. There's a lot going on, and particularly for twins, it is very, very significant. Now, before I really kick into this topic, there's a couple of things that I would like to cover off prior to getting into this video. This journey is not about pulling other people up and saying they are an ego, okay? We are not here to collapse our ego. We need our ego. Why do we need our ego? We need the ego to survive on this crazy ass planet, okay? It needs to be there. This journey is about self-love and boundaries, and I'm going to put a really clear boundary on my channel today because I've had some very unpleasant comments, and I don't mind differing opinions. I don't mind different comments. Don't really care. If you write a comment and you want me to comment on it, I will, not obviously every single one, but some of them are quite good and I can really delve into them. But when I get a response that I'm all up in ego, I want to be really clear that personally attacking me is not acceptable on my channel. And I accept that equally I can rattle some cages. And you know what? Good. Because I had my cages rattled and I bloody well needed them to be. So if I rattle cages, it's not coming from my ego. Yes, it's coming from my light frequency, and I earned to get into this energy. Because when you are calling somebody out on ego, let me be clear on what you're calling out. And I'm not saying this for me, because I'm very comfortable in my skin these days, but you're calling people out. So let's just take me off the picture here and put it onto your friends, your family, whatever. You're calling somebody out that's suffered, that's been in pain, that has been broken on the floor, that has probably done everything that they can do to pull themselves down, okay? So I just want people to resonate that this journey is not about collapsing your ego. It is not about calling out on somebody else's ego. That is not this journey. This journey is about self-love. It's about boundaries, and it's about having awareness of your own personal ego and how you see yourself and your twin. So that's just a really like straight up message for me today, because I'm not going to have that on my channel. And I know I can open myself up being here. Trust me, my ego does not want to be here. It does not want to be here. My soul has drawn me here. My soul has drawn me to other countries, which I had zero intentions on visiting. So you've got to understand this journey is so much bigger and deeper than me or my ego and my light frequency, the light frequency that I've shifted into because I've been broken on the floor and found it. And as many of you will. Now, many of you will not resonate with my channel yet I say, and that is okay. All right. When you're still in a lower frequency, and I'm not going to make any apologies for it. It is what it is. When you are in a lower frequency, you will be calling people's ego out because you're still in that lower frequency where you're still really focused in duality. And it's okay. That's not a judgment. I have been there. Trust me. I've been the most opinionated, pain in the ass person around. Okay. So I get it. But that's not this journey. This journey is about you rising up out of that and seeing your ego for yourself. That's why I don't need anyone to tell me whether I'm an ego or not, because trust me, I know. And for the most part, we always will be. But it's how you see you see that ego playing out and how you are destroying yourself, disempowering yourself, pulling yourself down, playing small, treating yourself seriously like you're actually just a piece of crap on the floor. Okay, that is what you're collapsing here. You're collapsing that inner ego. And that inner ego also means with your twin, your divine masculine as well, because you are one and the same. So what are some of the things that are going to play out for you? You are going to encounter your past, your perceived past, your lower versions of yourself, your different versions of yourself coming out. You are going to have family members, friends, old work situations, ex-relationships rock up and test you and test you and test you until you see it. This is why practicing presence and getting out of the story is so important, because it's the stories that are going to test you, because this journey is not about your stories. This journey is about you coming into your divine truth. It's about you coming into deep peace, into coming into deep surrender, and into beautiful balance. And what you don't want to play out is, see, these things come back into your reality to go, is this still going to play out? Is she still going to get into the story? Is this still going to wind her up? Because if it is, then she's not ready for the twin. Okay? Because the twin will trigger. You got to get right out of those stories, lift your consciousness, expand out of the stories, see the tests for what they are, and they will come. So what you'll find is that you've probably been humming along really nicely. You've probably had, a year of just not chilling, but really working on yourself. And then you've I see the shifts and I'm feeling amazing and I'm feeling good and everything's hunky-dory. The twin may be coming in and out a little bit, or you could still be in a bit of silence. Either or's fine. You could have strong telepathy, whatever. But you know that the soul is guiding you to your union. You just can see it, you can feel it, you know it at every single level. Then what happens is you start having these emotions just out of nowhere. You'll start clearing residual energy out of your energy field. It's like these triggers are just like this. They're not big oscillations. They're just it'll hit you out of the blue and you're like, what is this old energy? I just need to get out of this energy. This is not comfortable energy for me. I've been way out of this for months. But it'll come back just to test you. An old person in your life will come back and to test you. Are you still in that old energy? Are you still in that self-sacrificing stuff? These dynamics come back in, and I want to do this video to, one, remind people what this journey is about. One, it's about boundaries, self-love, and how you see yourself. And two, when you've worked your ass off, you don't want You need to see the stories and get out of them. You'll be in it for a moment and then you need to zip out of it really super fast. See it for what it is. It will come back and you need to be grounded and centered and go, no, I'm out of that drama. I'm not playing out. I'm not playing it out. I am not playing that character out anymore. Okay, this is when you're in self-mastery. Might catch you for a moment, but you've got to come into self-mastery. You do not want to bring any, and I mean any, of that old energy back. No, you do not want to play that old version of you out, or the versions or the stories, whatever soul contracts you've had with those various people on your journey. You do not want to bring any of that into your union. Okay, that's why I'm bringing this forward for everybody. You want to dismantle it. You want to shift right out of it. Get out of the story, whether it's lack, limitation, whatever it could be. It'll be unique and individual to everybody. You do not want to bring that into this beautiful version of yourself that you've been creating, okay? So it's just so important that you see the test. The universe is going to test you and test you and test you. This is about spiritual maturity. It's about stepping into your pillar of light, holding your own frequency, holding your own magnetism. The twin will come in and test you. They will dip in and then go again. Hold your light, hold your frequency. Know that it's a test, okay? Some beautiful person, I just read it, wrote a comment, quite a long comment, about who says that you can't be in a connection with your twin or something. Who says that? You do, right? We do, you do, whoever. And she's like, if you believe it, then that's what's going to happen. And she's 100% right. Don't know if it was a she in the end. I shouldn't really just assume. I can't remember. I apologize because I'm sure you listen to this. But you're 100% right. Whatever you believe is going to play out. If you believe in union, it will play out. It will happen. But how you embody that is you become the embodiment of it and you surrender into it and you let go of how it's going to show up, how the twin's going to show up, how the universe is going to deliver that magic to you. Because if you are trying to hold on to it really tightly, then you're in control of it and you're not fully surrendered. And surrender happens through phases. It's not something that just happens overnight. You know, this whole journey is a process. The entire journey is one big process, okay? So this is why releasing expectations is so important, because, and when you're really in your divine union energy, you don't really have any. And if you do, you'll filter them out pretty quickly because you realize that your little ego is not in control of this one. And you get to a place where you really don't want to be in control of it. You want the magic. You want to see how it's going to unfold. You're actually excited about it. So I just wanted to jump on here, and send a couple of messages today. One is, please be kind, please be nice, please don't attack me on my YouTube channel, not necessary, and I'll just take it off because I don't need the energy. Nobody needs the energy. You're not resonating, and that's simply all it is. And it's not my ego, it's not arrogance, it's just is what it is. And when you get into the frequency, you will resonate and you will go, okay, yep, now I get it. But this journey's not about collapsing your ego with everybody. It's seriously not. It's about boundaries, which is part of the reason why I'm speaking to this, because that's my boundary. Don't attack me. Trust me, I've attacked myself enough. I don't need anyone else doing it on my behalf. So I release you of that. Thank you. And also just know that all of that stuff is, you know, we're here to learn unconditional love for ourselves and for another. That's it. Unconditional love for ourselves and another, not anybody else. Okay? We're not here to collapse the ego. We need the ego because there's some crazy people on this planet, and sometimes it needs to come out. It needs to come out so that we can navigate our way through this 3D reality that we're in. It's still very, very dense energy, hence the ego. And yes, it's going to, over a period of time, lifetimes, many lifetimes, the ego structure is going to dismantle, but it starts here first. Okay, it starts with ourself. We collapse it here first, and that the twin is there to reflect the bit that when we're getting into the ego, but it's not our ego with everyone else. Okay, I just want to get clear on that. And if you think that that's what this journey is about, then you may be not on a twin flame journey. You might be on a different journey. But I can tell you the twin flame journey is about unconditional love for self and another body. It's about bringing harmony, balancing those beautiful masculine and feminine energies. And it's about creating a completely different reality for yourself and showing that you are the creator of your 3D reality. And yes, twins bring in a very high frequency, massively high frequency. And yes, we get pulled to other countries. There is nothing egotistical about it. You just do. And it's not until you're really awake, and if people really resonate, well, you can't resonate with what I experience spiritually, but your soul just comes alive. Your soul wisdom pours out of you. You know, it's a confidence too that comes through you. That's just, it's very, you're just so anchored in because your energies are balanced, and you're not going to put up with shit from people, but you're equally not really in the story about it, but you're also going to place that boundary down. And so, and you need it. You need to learn these boundaries, particularly with your masculine, okay? Because they're going to test you, and because this is a divine connection, okay? You are here to alchemize all these karmic cycles. That's why these people come back into your life. You are to collapse them, cut them out. I'm talking the energy here, okay? Collapse the behaviors, the patterns, the stories, collapse the whole lot. They are not peaceful, and you definitely do not want to bring them into your beautiful frequency that you've worked so hard to achieve and get into. We know this journey is not for the faint-hearted, but at a soul level, we've chosen it. And yes, you will be called to places that you never intended to go to, because our frequency goes into Mother Gaia. It goes into Earth. And why do I know this? Because I see energy everywhere. I see it completely and utterly unmanifested, and then I see it manifested. And, you know, did I see any of this prior to this journey? No. I am so, my gifts are so profound and so crazy. Even I blow my mind up some days. Did I go seeking any of this? No, I did not. Did I go seeking to coach twin flames? No, I did not. It is a deep soul calling. It is an undeniable pull, just like that undeniable pull with your twin. You will be pulled in different directions on this journey, and you can't ignore it or avoid it, because it becomes incredibly loud for you. And your soul, you've got light code, you've got wisdom. There's so much more going on here. We are galactic beings. We do not come from this planet. And I would have once thought I was a little crazy saying these words, but my experiences would prove otherwise. And sometimes I don't want this responsibility. And I'm not going to lie, there are days where I just go, I don't want it. I don't want this responsibility. But at a soul level, I have it, and I have to show up for it. And the universe exchanges that and through abundance. And you are all on your own individual path. You are all here for a reason in this beautiful time on this planet. So embody what's going on. Know that you're not going crazy. You will. That's the other thing I'd say, is your spiritual gifts, and you'll feel the energy. They'll get louder, noisier, and the energy will be a lot more free flowing. You'll feel a lot lighter in yourself. But you're going to get these tests. So just watch out for the tests, because that's what they are. See them. Remember this video. They are tests. Get out of the story. Anyway, if you need some help and support, you know where to find me. You know, I am here to definitely be a light for those to help you on this path, because it's a tough gig. It really is. And the energies on the planet are really rapidly shifting people. And these masculines, I tell you, they're more awake than what we realize. They really are. They might appear to be not, but they actually are. Anyway, sending lots of love.